Hello, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I am here to share some weekly guidance today. I'm going to pull some cards and share what is coming up for what I'm feeling is coming up and what the cards are telling me for this week ahead. That's this week starting Monday, the 15th of March, through till Sunday, the 21st of March. So I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia. Oh, yes, I've got comments straight away. Joanna, Susan, Diane, lovely to see you. So yes, I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia, and it is Monday, the 15th of March right now at exactly 1:14 p.m. So I don't know what time it is for you, but where are you in this on this planet, in this beautiful world right now? I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. If you're new to watching, welcome. Let us know if you're new so we can welcome you. What I'm going to be doing today is shock horror. I'm going to be using my surprise deck of cards that I've been using for, it feels like years, but this is my very favourite deck. It's combined two decks, Speed of Light Oracle cards and the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. These are two decks that I've created, and I've made them the same size so that they can fit together. And they are amazing to work with. So there's 110 cards here in this combined deck, and we'll be able to get some really great information out for this week ahead, hopefully. Some great guidance. So hello everybody, it's lovely to see you. It's raining where Glenda is. Joanna's in Colorado. Stay warm, my family's stuck in the ice or the snow. Wow, welcome Kiva. I'm not doing readings for individuals. This is general guidance for everybody. So I trust you've been led here for a reason. So what that reason is will be something personal for you to figure out or to feel upon, is what I like to say as you're sitting here connecting. So I know why I'm here. I'm here to interpret the cards as best as I can and deliver that interpretation as clearly and openly and honestly as I can as well. How and what you take out of this is going to be personal. So what I would be doing if I was watching, I would be just staying open to receiving what I need. I would trust 100% that I'm here for a reason, that I happen to be online, we happen to be crossing paths, we happen to be spending this time together for a reason. So what that reason is, just be open to it. If you find that it's not something you resonate with, if you find this just seems to be just not really up your alley, that's okay. Just turn it off and go and do something that you love. So we have a nice breeze coming in here. It's probably going to go a bit light and dark. In fact, I might drop that. I'm just going to drop that curtain so that we don't have too much. So we don't have too much shade coming in with the curtain there, but on my sarong. So I think I'm ready to start, but while I'm shuffling, I just want to do a quick recap of last week. So last week's theme was the White Tiger, which was about our routine, our schedule, how we spend our time last week. And with that card, because it was featured, we had light codes, and the light codes card's about new beginnings that were coming in. So I don't know about you, but did you find you had to make time last week for some new things? Did you have to try and look at what needed to part, what needed to go, and what you could fit in that was new? I know that certainly happened for me. Did it happen for you too? That was our theme. So we're now focusing on this week. So for this week, I'm shuffling my cards and I'm holding the intention that I want to find the best cards for the majority of us for this whole week ahead, from Monday the 15th of March through to Sunday the 21st of March. So I trust in my cards, and I trust that the right cards will come out. So let's just see how we're going to lay it out. We're going to lay it out in a like an upside down U shape or a rainbow, we could say. So I'm starting down the bottom and putting the cards face down so I can't see them yet. I'm just going around in like a rainbow. So we've got 3, 6, 8 cards. We've got 3 Speed of Light Oracle and 5 Animal Kingdom. Let's turn them over. Yes. Okay. Nice. No featured cards. So we're starting the week with this card. So it's funny, I wore orange. I don't wear this top very often. It's mainly orange. You probably can't see all the orange. But that's interesting with this card. This is coming up for the beginning of the week for Monday the 15th of March. So see how this fits for you. It's card 29. It's the Sea Eagle and it says reconnection. So Monday feels to be a very favourable day for us to really think about our reconnections or our connections. Now, I've said it before, I'll say it again because I think it's probably pretty helpful, is that I find when I'm looking at what do I need to reconnect in with, where am I feeling, or do I need to feel connected, I also need to look at where am I feeling disconnected. So as we look at what needs connecting, it's sometimes good to look at what's being disconnected. What have we felt disconnected from? So this card's about looking at our connections to spirit or our spiritual team, the universe, if you like, or whatever you determine is spiritual for you, if that's important to you. Could also be talking about reconnecting with ourselves, our relationships, or with our life. So where have you been feeling disconnected spiritually? Where have you been feeling disconnected personally, so with yourself? Where have you been feeling disconnected in relationships of any type? Where have you been feeling disconnected in your life? Do you feel connected and aligned and plugged in? And are you traveling with your life right now? And if you're not, it's okay. Be honest about it if you're not, so you can do something about plugging back in and reconnecting. So be super honest with yourself, or we've been encouraged to early this week in regards to our connections and our disconnections. And taking steps early in the week, especially Monday, feels quite favourable for plugging back in, for reconnecting. So that's the Sea Eagle. There's a lot of warmth in this card, a lot of sun energy too. So it feels a lot of strength coming through early in the week too, for us to move forward in our life and face whatever it is we're facing. So let's move into Tuesday, and we have the Sea Dragon. I'm pretty sure this came up last week. It's card 18 and it says, be gentle with yourself. So there's a gentleness that wants to come in on Tuesday, and I sort of feel it like a wave of calm, a wave of slowness perhaps as well, a wave of gentleness that wants to just come in and soften us on Tuesday. So we may feel a bit like we want to just snuggle in a nice, warm, soft blanket, or we want to just curl up in front of the heater or curl up in bed and just relax a bit. It will most likely not be all day. Thankfully, it's not something I want to do all day long, but we might feel like that a little bit on Tuesday, where we just want to sort of be in that gentle space, that gentle energy. There's a lot of flow that comes in with this card too. So sometimes we need to sort of step back perhaps, or sink into ourselves a little bit so we can get back into the flow again, or back into that rhythm. So especially if we've been feeling disconnected lately, as in the card for Monday implies, if we have been feeling disconnected lately, we may need Tuesday to sort of embed or embrace or embody that connection energy. So where we can allow it to settle into our body, where it can anchor itself, if you like. So some slow energy may help us integrate that energy of connection and reconnections that's coming in for Monday. So that's Monday really, and into Tuesday, those two cards. And then Wednesday, yes, we have some excitement, and I know it's going to be exciting for me. I'll be starting my about 10-day camping trip in nature, and we have the Chakra Activate card, card 7. It says upgrade, new level, initiation, and celebrate. This is an uplifting card, and it says that it's time to celebrate, especially on Wednesday. Oh, my cards are blowing. The wind is picking up or something. Let me put something on them so I don't have cards blowing all about. So it is time to celebrate on Wednesday. So there's probably going to be something that occurs for us, something that we move into, something that we do on Wednesday that is a cause to celebrate or a cause to be grateful for. Sometimes celebrating is a bit of an extreme. So sometimes if it doesn't quite feel celebratory, I'll think, okay, gratitude, because that's sort of on the way to celebration. So if celebration's a bit of a big word for you on Wednesday, then maybe think about, what do you have to appreciate? What do you have to be grateful for on Wednesday? And how can you use that gratitude, that celebration energy? How can you use that to help lift you up, so uplift your spirits, and also take you to the next level? So is there something that needs to change? Is there something that needs to adjust? Is there something in your life on Wednesday or that you determine by Wednesday that could do with improving? And if so, there's going to be favourable energy to really focus on that, especially on Wednesday. So this is upgrade, uplift, moving to the next level. It's a heightened space, so a lifting up feeling, a bit like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, that takes us into Thursday, and I'm going to go into 2 cards for Thursday. We have these 2, the shelter card and prayer. So let's start with shelter for Thursday. So sorry, I haven't been saying the dates, but this is around Thursday, the 18th of March. Thank you so much. It is card 51 called Shelter. And it says, seek safe shelter. So I think about this. This is an Animal Kingdom Oracle card, which is about the animal kingdom, obviously. And I added this card, even though it's not an animal. It just felt like it wanted to come in as the shelter, the place where the animals go to for protection, for rest, for healing, for mending, for shelter, for that protection. So maybe there's an energy for some of us on Thursday. Maybe like for me, I'll be in nature. So I could imagine this will just be me in the rainforest. And I'll be playing with like the tallest trees in the state in the rainforest. It's just amazing waterfalls. So I know exactly that this is me being called into nature. So for you, you may be also called to go into nature if that's something you can do. But this is also representing our home, which hopefully is our safe shelter. Hopefully our home is our safe place. If your home isn't your safe place, it might be good to think about what is. Maybe your bedroom, maybe your car. If you don't really have a safe place, a place where you can just kind of be yourself, where you can just sort of let it all out, then it may be worth considering creating one, or even enhancing one, making one, especially around Thursday. So what shelter do you need to seek? What protection or security or mending or resting do you require? What nature time do you need as well? So see how that fits for you. And also Thursday, so Thursday the 18th, we have card 2 called Prayer. This says ask, help, answers and improvement. So this is asking for help, and also that, I don't know if it's really a need, but that desire for us to improve our lives and improve ourselves. Well, it's a desire for me. I don't know if it is for you, but it's pretty important to me that I try and stay aware of who I am and ensure that I'm being the best person that I can be each day. And if not, if I observe something that I don't particularly like about a reaction I've had or something that's going on for me, then I need to take steps to improve myself or change my attitude. This is really important to me. I want to be the best person I can be each day. So is there something about yourself on Thursday that if you look honestly at in the mirror, that could do with some improving? Have you been overreacting lately? Have you been miserable and crabby and really hard to be around? Would you like to be in the same room as you if you've been complaining a lot or angry, agitated, scared. So would you like to spend time with you in that space if you've been in any of those sorts of spaces? I like to think, okay, I want to be the best person I can be because, I care and, of course, love those people that I share my life with. So I want to try my best to be the best person I can be, to also help them, to create a better environment and space for us all to live in. So if you've been a bit on edge lately, or if you've been a bit hard to live with when you're really honest with yourself, maybe there's something to do about that this week. Maybe you don't even want to wait till Thursday. Maybe you can start doing something about this early in the week. But it does feel like Thursday is a great day to support our intention, our desire for improvement, personal improvement, maybe improvement in our relationships if something in our relationships hasn't been working, or maybe improvement in our life. So these two cards for Thursday: nature, shelter, security, creating a safe place, and answered prayer, ask for help, but also this desire for improvement. We can talk about all day long for the rest of our life what needs to be improved or what needs to change. But talk is cheap. So what can we do about taking that talk to the next level? How can we back up our talk with hard action, hard work, with effort? Our relationships require effort. So if there's something that needs improving in things like our relationship, what can we do about it? Let's stop talking about it. Let's stop complaining about it. And let's start putting our money where our mouth is. So what can we do about it? What can we do about it, especially around Thursday? There might not be a lot of action on Thursday, but it feels to be like, we have to start with a plan, or we have to start somewhere. What's not working so we can create something that does work? And once we have that information, what steps can we take? There actually doesn't feel to be a lot of action, a lot of movement around this week. I think the most movement that I'm seeing here is early in the week, so around Monday. And then things may just kind of slow down. Things may just find a slow and steady pace. So we might not feel overly active in general this week, but let's certainly consider putting our money where our mouth is and, really think about what we can back up, what we've been saying. And if we can't back it up, if we can't take action on it, on what we've been saying, then let's stop saying it. So let's think about where our words match our life and where they match to the action that we actually are willing to take. So, okay, then we move into Friday. So this is around Friday the 19th of March, and we have the Nautilus, which is card 39. It says Friday is a great day to break negative habits or patterns and avoid going back to them. So these are bad habits that we've determined or deemed are not so good that we have. It may be our reaction. It may be the talk that we just keep talking, but we're not really backing it up with action. It may be a habit or an addiction that we've been thinking about or talking about that we must stop. We must stop doing that habit or that bad habit. So there is something here that's very supportive about breaking those sort of bad negative habits that we've gotten into. So breaking down that shell and really sort of, it feels like exposing our inner mushiness, our inner space, our inner self that we've been hiding behind this habit or this addiction or this pattern that we've been keeping ourselves hidden behind. It almost feels like this habit or pattern or addiction, it feels like a hard shell we've put over ourselves to stop ourselves from feeling, perhaps. Stop ourselves from remembering what happened. To stop ourselves looking at ourselves or looking at the crappy parts of our life. So what have you been hiding behind shell-wise? And is it a bad habit, a bad negative pattern, or an addiction that you may need to consider looking at? And it's probably good to look at this around Thursday, when we have this safe shelter, this nature sort of energy that's around. It might be safe for us to starting to crack open that shell And this card, the prayer, improvement, asking for help. This is all starting to happen around Thursday. And then Friday, it's very favourable to start cracking that shell open and break it away. So what have we got to be afraid of? It might be worth exploring that too. What are we scared of in breaking this part of ourselves down so we can let our true self come out? So quite deeply healing stuff, it feels like, already up till Friday. Then we have Saturday here. Saturday, we've got the Spirit Dragon. Saturday the 20th of March, which actually is the equinox, which is quite a powerful day. It just feels powerful when these seasons are sort of in an alignment or something. They're in this equal space. There's something really balanced about this. So there is potential for balance around Saturday. But we have the Spirit Dragon. This is the highest vibrating card in the deck. So there are 5 dragons, 5 elemental dragons. This is the higher one. Spirit Dragon. It's card 26 and it says heightened energy. So we're actually building up to quite a potentially heightened day on Saturday. So Saturday the 20th, quite high vibrating. Things might really work out for us. We might find that there's just this good flow and perhaps even an abundance that's around on Saturday. So let's trust in our instincts. Let's be willing to break down this shell that I've been talking about, to seek or recognize what requires improvement about ourselves and our life. Because I feel like these previous days are leading us into a heightened space potentially on Saturday too. So there is a heightened, this is a great time to connect with spirit. It's a great time to practice your spiritual things, or the things that you're just passionate about, the things that you love, the people that you love to converse with. This is a great day to, tap into that energy and help recharge us, help it take us to the next level. So Saturday and Wednesday, quite high flying days. Then we move to Sunday, the 21st of March, and we have card 23, Overlapping Worlds, and it says reception, senses, beacon, frequency, and veil. This talks about us being in a time of transition, where we're in between change on Sunday. We might feel a little neither here nor there, like we haven't quite walked through that new door, but we haven't quite walked out of the old door yet either. So it's sort of like we're in this limbo space, we might feel a bit on Sunday. We might feel a little restless on Sunday too, while this new energy that's come in throughout these previous few days, why that starts to really settle in our body and we really think about and work out how this fits into our life. So let's allow ourselves to feel this transitional limbo sort of energy, because that energy actually helps pull us or inspire us to really think about our next plan, our next step, the course that we want to take, and all the stuff that we've considered this week. Our improvement, our safe place, taking our life to the next level, gentleness, where we need to reconnect, the negative patterns or habits we need to break, and that heightened space. All this stuff that's potentially going to be quite personal this week will probably feel a bit unsettling on Sunday. It's okay. So let's just work with our journal. Let's take our time. Let's go gently. Let's trust our intuition as we move through our Sunday, because we're in between change. So we're moving out of an old door and into a new door. We're really moving out of an old reality and into a new reality. And these are very personal, because it's our personal perspective that has shifted so much in this last week. Our attitude, our perspective has changed a lot. And this changes our reality. So the parts of our life that were challenges just last week, or that were really agitating us just last week, with a perspective shift and an attitude shift, we might actually start seeing the good in this situation that we didn't really like. So this changes our reality. It changes our world. So we are in between things. The old door's kind of flapping in the wind. The new door's flapping in the wind. The new door's calling us. The old door's pushing us out. but we've still got things we've got to settle, we've got things that we need to do, we've got things we need to work out. So this is the sort of energy that's around, and it sort of feels very much like this on the Sunday that's coming up, so the 21st, this limbo transitional feeling. I feel like I've talked for so long, so that's all the cards. I'm going to get ready to pull a card to pick a card for our theme, but before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to, and if you would love to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you would like to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. So I have my next online art class coming up on the 10th of April. That's a Saturday through Zoom. If you would like to dive into an artwork that's based around emotional healing with me and a few other people coming into, then please check that out on my website. You can find pendants, artwork, my cards, stacks of other things, meditations, lots of things. Now the big news is that I'm just about to take pretty much 2 weeks off at the end of today. So that means I have posts scheduled on all of my pages and groups, so you should still see posts coming up. I've pulled cards for the day. You have to go to the Animal Kingdom Oracle Cards page to see those cards each day if you want to, but I've got reminders on my main page, so there'll be posts. We're mainly going to be out in nature, so we're not going to really be checking email very often, maybe once every day or two, and there's going to be a delay in shipping over this next week. If you've ordered something before now, we are about to go to the post office soon, and we'll be doing post office run on Wednesday, but then we'll be taking 10 days out in nature. So there won't be a weekly guidance next week, but there will be one the week after, which I think is around the 29th. So go back to my video tab if you want to look back on old videos. There's videos, support videos, healing videos, lots in there if you need to. Or grab your cards, do your own weekly guidance for next week if you want to. And I'll be back the week after. So I think that's all really I need to say. So thank you so much. Let's look and see what the next, the theme card is. So the theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for this whole week ahead. So what do we need to know for this week? The best card for the theme is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card. It's the Owl. It's called Persistence. Card 47. It says patience, solution, question, answer, and night. Okay, so this is reminding us this week to be patient and persistent. Let's remember to be patient with ourselves. Let's be patient with others. Let's trust in perfect timing too this week. Let's keep persisting. Let's keep putting in the effort. This is not the week to give up. And it sort of feels like we may want to at times this week, especially as we face things about ourselves, our attitude, our perspective, what needs improving in our life as we face our negative habits or patterns or addictions. It's probably not going to be easy to face. So we're being reminded not to give up this week, to stay persistent, keep putting in the effort and the hard work. If you've had enough by the afternoon, just see the rest of the day out and start afresh tomorrow. So you can always start afresh the next day if you've just had enough that day. So think about, day by day this week, not giving up. There's a solution possible. So if you've got a problem right now or a question, you're confused, you don't know what to do, there is a solution coming this week. So be open to allowing the solution to arrive in your space. Allow the solution to reach you by not being too tunnel vision, not being too blocked off, and just being open to letting the solution come to you. It will come. It will come at the right time. So try not to be too impatient, but trust in perfect timing. You might find that moment when you're just about to drift off to sleep, or you've just got in the car to drive somewhere, you might find that's where the solution hits you. So it will come. It will come. You can trust that. So just be patient, trust into perfect timing, and let the solution arrive in your space. Just like clarity, it will come. It's waiting for you to get out of the way so it can arrive in your space. This is also bringing a lot of power to the night this week. So a lot of us might find that we're a bit of a night owl, that we might find our solutions come in the middle of the night. We might find our healing that's quite potential this week happens in the middle of the night. So there is quite a strong evening night energy around too this week. The beautiful black, the stars. It's going to be amazing in nature. I can't wait to go, and I can't wait to share pictures with you. I'll be not really sharing many through the week. I may share one or two on my laptop, but I'll turning all apps off on my phone, so I'm not going to be on my phone doing anything to do with Facebook or social media this week or this next week or two. My intention going away is that I want to disconnect. I want to disconnect from social media. I want to disconnect from work. I want to disconnect from my home because I work from home. And I want to use that disconnection to actually reconnect. And I want to reconnect with nature. I want to reconnect with myself. I want to just take a break because it also helps inspire me and move me to a next level too. So even though I won't be here, and I trust that everything will be fine for you, I'll be back refreshed and revived and ready to inspire you further. So have a great week. Have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you back for a weekly guidance on the 29th of March. But I will be in and out in between, but not much for the next 2 weeks. And take care of yourself. Remember the tips and tools that you've been learning and apply them in your life as you need to. Remember your tools that you can go to, your cards, your meditation, your journal. Remember all these things and take care of yourself. I will see you on return. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you loads of love from my heart to yours. Namaste.